So I put out an EP today and it's already gotten over 23,000 streams, which is amazing. So if you don't know me, I go by Aeronova, that's the name of my project, and I'm on a mission to get to 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify. And I want to just sort of share my journey and share for fellow musicians, but also just sharing for the people who love my music and the people who want to be a part of that as well. So whether you're a musician or not, I'm glad to have you here. And let's get into what I did with this EP and how it's already at 23,000 streams. So what I did was I released songs separately, and I've been trying to find my sound. If you've been following along with me, you know that's been like where I'm at in my journey. And so I realized like all of the stuff I've been releasing has fit into one of 4 different buckets. You have sort of like the rock EDM, which is where I started, rock and EDM mixed together. You have the chill kind of stuff like Lane 8, that kind of thing. I love that. But with a little extra guitar, that's what I want to add to it. Then I also have like sort of some trancey stuff like old school trance, but I'm adding a little bit of guitar to that. I love adding guitar. I think that's my thing. And then the last thing is like progressive house, okay? Those are the 4 buckets. And I've realized that the stuff I've been releasing has fit into those buckets. And so my thought is, why not do an EP for each one and see which one does best? And so I already had the songs released for my rock and EDM crossover EP, and it's called Ignite. And these songs have already been racking up streams because I've been promoting them, right? I've been doing TikToks, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. I experimented a little bit with some paid ads, which I've done in the past with one of my other projects, and it does work, but I'm really trying to hack the organic thing. So the point is, these have already gotten streams, and so now, when it comes out, it accrues those streams to the EP. So now I get to make braggadocious claims about how I got 23,000 streams in one day. It was not in a day. It was over like almost a year. So what's gonna happen next is I've also got my sort of more deep house chill EP that I'm gonna do next month. And then I'm also trying to wrap up production on the progressive house and the trance stuff as well. And really it's just a fun experiment. Like I'm already writing this music and I've been so stressed about like which direction do I go in. And part of that is because in my previous life, I went all in on a genre that like the biggest acts in that genre have like 70,000 listeners, right? So like there was a real ceiling to the genre. And I thought, like Levy wasn't around at the time, but I thought I was gonna be like her in that I was gonna repopularize a dead genre, right? I was gonna like revitalize it. And now I've sort of, having spent 13 years on that, now I'm like really self-conscious about like, is this a genre people like? Like I gotta make sure it's a genre that people resonate with. But I'm also trying to be true to myself. And if I wasn't being true to myself, I wouldn't do any trance music. Because I feel like, trance, people were already getting sick of it in like the late 2000s. So the late aughts, right? If not sooner. So that is something I just do because it's fun. The progressive house thing I just think is fun. Like these are all styles that I enjoy. But I do want to see which one has the most legs. And weirdly enough, the 2 songs that have done the best are the 2 more trancey ones. I have one called Windswept and one called Sunstone. So that's where I'm at. That is the experiment. I hope you guys love the music. I've got more great stuff coming up your way. I've got some singers I'm going to collab with, which is cool. And you'll have to let me know what you think. I want you to be part of this. So yeah, drop your comments below and let me know. And I'll catch you next time.